What's up, everyone? Yeah, we're playing Gauntlet for the last game today. I'm Kevin Aki, joined alongside by Spike from Warner Brothers, and man, this has been a fun few days of competition at Gauntlet, to be honest.
Absolutely. Had to bring me up to speed, Kevin. How are the teams doing? Who's winning? Who's ahead right now? Who's the favorite?
Well, it's actually very cool as our teams have all split the challenges so far. So we have one member from Team Mecha, one member from Team Scoots, one member from Team Pterodactyls in the finals right now. It looks like Siren's trying to get a spot for Team Trolls. We'll see if she can do it in Gauntlet.
Absolutely. Well, this is the place to do it because although it's a cooperative game, only one person leaves with the high score, as we've seen before. So I'm intrigued to see who that's going to be, and I'm also intrigued to see how the players over the few days have started to learn the characters and what tactics they're going to bring to this game.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, because and I hope that the coaches don't give too much advice, just given the fact that they have been the only group collaboratively to fail a Gauntlet mission on stream so far. As yesterday, that was the coaches' challenge, and they died in the tutorial level. I just want to say that.
We should put it in parenthesis as well, that they also failed the rock, paper, scissors to work out who was what character too. So let's hope that too much doesn't rub off onto the players.
All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at our players that will be competing here in the Gauntlet Challenge. Of course, we have a Team Scoots member in the top left, and he has played a lot of Gauntlet and has done incredibly well, winning this challenges twice before. So down to the bottom left-hand corner, we have Team Trolls. Bottom right-hand corner, Team Pterodactyls. Upper right-hand corner, Team Mecha. Let's talk a little bit about Gauntlet here. Now, Gauntlet is obviously a remake of the arcade classic, which everyone knows and loves. I myself have spent way too much money at arcade machines just trying to play Gauntlet. This looks awesome. Tell us a little bit about the game.
Cool. So this is a rebirth of the original arcade classic. The same four heroes, the elf, the wizard, the Valkyrie, and the warrior. Same square rooms, same needing food to bring your health back. It's made by Arrowhead Studios. It's $20. It's on Steam, and it's available for pre-order right now.
Awesome. So you guys will hopefully check that out here very soon. I'm really excited for this game. I've been playing it all weekend and it has been bringing back all my memories and nostalgia of Gauntlet, to be totally honest. I think it's really well executed, and we're going to see it in action right now. As our players are jumping into the game, let's go ahead and get things started. So tell us a little bit about the challenges that our players are going to experience today.
Sure, absolutely. So we're going to see 3 levels. The first 3 levels from the crypt section of the game Gauntlet. Crypts are just one of the types of environment. If you remember the original arcade game, there's all sorts, from crypts to stuff with invisible walls. But right now, we're worrying just on the crypts. The first level is that sort of the Tomb of the Sun King. So they have to work their way through getting the gold, staying alive, killing the spawners, using their keys wisely, and escaping without taking too much damage. The second level is procedurally generated, so I couldn't tell you what that's going to be like. It's new every single time. The guys have to run through that level, but even worse, you're being chased by death itself. And as we know, Kevin, when you're chased by death, no one wins, right? So they got to get the way through, kill the mummies, escape before death kills them. The third level, if they get through that, which is a pretty stressful ordeal, the third level will be a challenge map where the guys will be in one room with 4 spawners, and they'll have to take them all down as quickly as they can. Right now, they're entering the Gauntlet for the first time. This is the first level that I mentioned, the Tombs of the Risen in the Crypts of the Sun King.
All right. Now, see, I have to contest your point slightly, though. When you said that when death's around, no one wins. Well, we do, the people that are watching, because it's hilarious to watch the players that accidentally step into death's clutches.
Absolutely. And sometimes it's a little unfair because death can spawn right on top of you, which sometimes is a little bit not fair, and 3 people can die at once or 4 people can die at once, so obviously we don't want that to happen right now.
That's absolutely right. Now, you mentioned that all 4 of the original heroes are back here, but they all play very differently, and so why don't we walk through these classes just a little bit here, because they are all so unique.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got Thor the Warrior. He's that dude. He's so arrogant, he's so full of himself that he's going in the dungeon with just a codpiece. I mean, I know that's probably how you do it.
Yes, absolutely.
I'd like a little bit more protection.
I don't know. I'm a man.
Okay, all right. I'm obviously not man enough. Apologies. But yes, so he's right. He's got a big axe. He'll swing that around. He'll take out the enemies. He'll bring the pain to the mummies. The next character, obviously, is Thyra, the Valkyrie. Now, she's all business. She's completely armored up. She's got a giant shield. She's happy to stand at the front to block those hits. But she's also happy to throw that shield, Captain America style, take out the heads of all the zombies in front of her, catch it, and then spear straight in with her spear as well. So she's a lot of fun to play. I don't know if you've had any. Who have you been playing lately, Kevin?
I have actually been playing all of the characters, but my favorite lately is one you haven't mentioned yet, to be totally honest. Questor, the elf.
Ah, young Questor. So
yes.
Questor's great. He's super nimble. He rolls around. He grabs the gold, and he shoots from range. He plays like a dual stick shooter. Because the other thing to mention is every character plays differently. Once you've mastered the controls of one character, you're not gonna know straight away what the controls for the second, the third, or the fourth are. And Questor's great. He drops bombs, he nimbly dodges around, and he can also snipe from range. So he's fantastic. The last character, and probably the hardest with the highest skill ceiling, is Merlin the Wizard. Now he flicks through his spell book. He's got all sorts of different spells, but he combines elements, fire, ice, lightning, to come up with different combinations of spells, which he then rains on his enemies, stands back, shoots them down. So again, a really different type of character, and each character suits players in a different kind of way.
Yeah, and Merlin is a character that has a very high skill ceiling, as you mentioned. Now, we've seen some of our competitions favor Merlin at times. There have been people that have actually been specifically picking him, because once you do get the hang of him, once you know how to cycle, lots of guys around me, shield, switch to something that does AoE damage, kill the rest of the mummies, he becomes very powerful.
Absolutely. What you've just mentioned is pretty advanced stuff. But yeah, once you get the hang of it, you can really dominate. Right, looks like we're back in the game right now. Warrior's trading a little bit. That's not what you want. You see Questor, he's rolling, he's getting the gold, he's up in that corner, he's getting all the gold for himself. He's missed a little bit. They're like, Thor, hey buddy, take a little.
I felt bad. I didn't want to take all of it.
It is a co-op game after all, right?
That is right. Our coaches don't know that because they just like to backstab each other until everyone dies and they fail. But this is a co-op game. They will be forced to work together to get through the rest of the mission. However, each of these players are competing individually, and you get scored by the amount of kills you have, the amount of gold you pick up, and even a little bonus for a possible crown that drops on the map.
Absolutely. If we're lucky, we will see the crown. It's not in this room right now. They've taken down that spawner super quick. The wizard right now, he's favoring his lightning spells. That's like a chain lightning that bounces around. It's a really good utility, as you can see right there. Doesn't do as much damage as the fire school, but it's a lot more targeted and has a very low cooldown.
That's absolutely right, and because it's able to find people so efficiently, you're guaranteed to get hits off with it. So it's a little bit less risk, maybe less reward, but it's very consistent.
Absolutely. So here's the warrior. He's showing what he does best. He's right now. He's taking down that spawner super quick, and now he's going to business on the mummies, swinging that axe around as best he can. Just like a pool of blood on the floor right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He picks up a number of kills there. Looks like actually the Valkyrie may have come out in the lead there. Not with the gold necessarily, but she did pick up 130 points just with that one room.
This is almost a speed run right now. These guys are super, super, super efficient. I'm really impressed. They've obviously been staying behind after hours. Although we say that, Thor has died.
Unfortunately, yes, he lands on that spike trap. Of course, that spike trap is triggered whenever someone comes across it. There's a short delay, and then the spikes pop up. So if you're smart, you can potentially even bait your teammates into that spike trap and kill them.
At least he was wearing the cod piece, right? At least he decided on the cod piece.
Lots of protection there, yes.
Yeah, absolutely, just in the right place as well.
All right, so they do open up the top door here. There is another broken wall that they could potentially carry this barrel over. Oh, unfortunately, Thor was carrying the barrel as it was on fire. It explodes and really damages him.
Yeah, these guys are going ham. I don't know what. One's trying to pick it up, the other one's trying to shoot it out of their hands, stopping them from getting the extra food and the gold in the second room right there.
And it looks like the Valkyrie is positioned to run back in. There goes Thor. He gets in first. Oh, look at that.
Questor denying.
Preventing them from getting to the food.
And he's going after the kills. Questor, my money's on Questor. He's playing very, very well. He knows what's up. He's getting the gold. He's getting the food. That is smart play. Look at Merlin's life. Look at Valkyrie's life. They can't trade toe-to-toe without dying. And Questor will be there to pick up the gold when they do.
And he just got a free 400 points, basically, because everyone was occupied on the other side of the map. He ducks in, cleans up all the rest. Now, I do believe that our Questor is for Team Scoots, correct? Yes. And he did win this challenge yesterday with Questor, as a matter of fact. Took the past 2 days, I should say.
So is it the same player, or is it just the same coach? How does that work?
It actually is the same player. Since he didn't win the entire finals, he was able to recompete today, and he is ready to take home another Gauntlet challenge right now.
This is perfect. Then we're seeing some great Questor, some rehearsed Questor. Look, he's getting in there, he's dropping the bomb on. Thor's taking some of those kills. But, you know, Questor's really doing well here. I'd be surprised if he came at the bottom of the scoreboard.
I definitely agree with you.
Look, he's getting the gold right now.
He gets in perfect position to start diving for and pick those up. Very well done. Look at that. Questor once again jumping up with some amazing tactics.
Yeah, very, very smart play. Dropping that bomb, taking down that last spawner and down the steps. This is great. I mean, they're moving into a very, very hard room right now. This is probably the hardest of the rooms that we've seen so far. There are these 4 jump pads in the middle. You can use them to get around. But these 3 spawners are very dangerous, and they saturate the room very quickly with monsters.
You're absolutely right, and this was actually the area that our coaches died in last time because they had split up and they didn't focus fire any of those spawners. A very smart decision here, though, by our players to start working on those very quickly. They get through the spawners in no time at all. This has been by far the most efficient run of this game we've seen so far.
Absolutely. I think these guys could go toe-to-toe with us at WB and Arrowhead because, I mean, very, very smart play. Oh.
And unfortunately, Thyra tried to stay just out of the range of the AoE explosion. She wanted to get greedy, though, and dash forward and pick up gold before her teammates could get there, and she unfortunately pays the price for it.
Do my eyes deceive me, Kevin, or is Questor also wearing the crown?
He is, as a matter of fact. So not only is he likely in the gold lead, possibly the kills lead because of the free room that he got before, but he also has the crown on top of that. That is 200 points guaranteed at the end of this level.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. Well, they're going through the final exit right now. The scores are being totaled up. Questor is ahead on gold.
Wow.
And on kills. Oh, look at Merlin's kills. That chain lightning works so well. Questor has taken the first round by a landslide.
He did take that first round by a landslide, but as we saw, there was a huge kill score disparity in favor of Merlin, which means if maybe Merlin can start to work the gold a little bit better in the next levels, he can use that kill advantage to really start making his way up and take a victory.
Absolutely. Now, right, we're on to the second level right now, and Death is going to be very behind them very quickly. You can see the despair coming behind them straight away, that insipid pool of death. They have to move fast, so not only is this level, Kevin, about getting the gold and killing the mummies, but you've got to stay ahead of Death and not get caught like Merlin could have done just there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And as you mentioned before, this level is different every single time. Yes, you know the condition is that Death is going to be behind you, chasing you, but otherwise this is a procedurally generated level, and you don't know what layout it's going to have.
Absolutely, there's tons of gold in here. There's a little bit of food as well, so the teams are going to go around, grab the gold. Thor getting a good majority of it. Questor losing out a little bit, but they've got to run straight through, and Death is just behind, but that's okay. Valkyrie's wearing a crown. I don't know if you've seen that or not. She can't really hold on to it as well as Questor can because she has to go toe-to-toe, and as soon as she's hit by an enemy, that crown will spill, and someone else can pick it up.
Oh, and Questor just drove right into the middle of everyone and picked up the vast majority of the gold that was sitting around. Very well played by him. Once again, though, every level, Merlin has picked up a decent kill score every single time, which has allowed him to stay in this game.
Yeah, he's using the chain lightning very well. Most people, when we see them when they first play Merlin, they stick with the fire spells, which are really good, but they're a little bit hard. They're a little bit hard to use. The chain lightning, however, because it bounces, as long as you're pointing in the right direction, you're going to pick up a lot of nice kills.
And he's done a very effective job at doing just that and has maximized his skill potential here. Unfortunately, hasn't picked up that much gold. That has, in fact, gone to Questor, but Questor is down to just a sliver of his health. He is the very definition of needing food badly. If he dies, there is a possibility that his teammates will be able to pick up some of that gold.
Absolutely. He is looking for food right now. If he can find food, he is in luck, but I don't think he can. So oh, there it is. He's picked up the ham. Beautiful.
Oh boy, so now he's basically back at full health and retains all of the gold that he picked up. Yes, he was only able to pick up about 50% of the gold here. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Merlin's like, come on, Questor, we're a team right now. I'll pay for those magical items for you.
And Questor's like, what of it? I got gold. Huh. All right, so we're making our way further into this level. Merlin unfortunately dies. That is going to set him back quite far. As you remember, the gold advantage for Questor was what separated these players at the end of the last game, in addition to that crown, don't get me wrong. But Merlin now dying loses a good portion of his gold.
So this is a little bit harder because the spikes before were triggered by the characters. Right now they're on a timer, so you have to time it right. And with Death following you, with those ghosts hitting you from behind, it's very hard. Look at Questor right now. He's already looking for the gold, letting his teammates deal with the enemies. So that's definitely his tactic. He's going for the gold. He's going to try and pick up that crown at the end, and he's going to let his friends pick up the kills.
Right. But the nicest part, though, is that Questor is not just exclusively looking for gold. He's doing it in an intelligent way. Yes, he dives straight for the gold, but he's usually been leaving bombs in large packs of enemies, so he at least gets 6 or 7 kills in addition to all the gold.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, you see a perfect bomb right there in the door. They're all bottleneck, takes them all down. This is a super, super hard room. There's a lot of mummies. There's a lot of stuff going on. We've got 3 down. Questor is going to go down. He's used the roll perfectly. He's got to keep rolling for his team to come up. Otherwise, it will be a wipe for the group. This one's going to come up. Yes.
Oh, and he got
Valkyrie
the food as
is
well.
back. Oh, fantastic. That was super, super well played. He was just rolling for days. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
When you think he's done rolling, no, he's rolling more. Rolling all day, every day. All right, so Questor makes it through the room just with the skin of his teeth. The team stays alive. Otherwise, we would have had to replay this mission, but they get to the end. Questor picks up tons more gold. Wow.
Questor is showing his skills right now. Look at that.
Goodness.
Thor's in the competition for the gold. It's 1630 to 1662. 32 points in it, and Murder was on 1631 as well.
Yes, so a very, very close game there. But don't forget, there was a pretty big advantage for Questor on that first map, which means that all the other players, they can't just get close to him. They have to beat him by a wide margin.
Absolutely. I mean, the next level, unfortunately, is where Questor's going to shine the most, because he's running for that gold, right? Everyone's running around, picking up that gold, picking up that food. There's gold on the right. Questor's going to pick up. Thor's picking up that. And then, now they've got the gold, now they're going to worry about the mummies, and then they're going to worry about the spawners. So I just think Questor's picked up a lot of gold right now. Now they've got to get the kills. And here on the kills is where Thor's going to shine. He's taking down that spawner. He's destroying the mummies. They've done 1. They've got 2 more to go. They're working systematically. This level's going to be over in seconds, and they're going to have big scores to show.
But did you see what Questor did there? While his teammates were going after the first spawner in the top right, he shot all the rest of the food, planted a bomb and picked up 10 kills, and then dove back. So he is ensuring that his teammates will not be able to heal up.
We got some more gold coming down. It's about to rain dollar bills on the guys right now, but they've got to find out. There must be 1 enemy left. The gold will only spawn when the final enemy is killed. There must be someone else in the room that they haven't seen yet.
Yeah, that's right, and hopefully they'll find him here momentarily. Oh, there they go. A couple more enemies pop up. The tougher enemies, the more boss ones, they do come up now, and we should be showered with gold.
And we're absolutely good. There we go. And Thor's got the crown. Thor's got a nice gold run right there. He's picking up the gold. Questor's got a lot as well. If I were Thor, I would have gone down for the rest. But because he's got the crown, that might make the difference. I couldn't call this either way.
I don't know if I could either, to be honest, because Thor picked up the vast majority of the gold at the top, and here we go. We're going to find out right now. Questor does have the gold
Questor
advantage.
dominating. And on the kills, the crown isn't enough. Questor has taken all 3 rounds. Sir Scoots must be very, very, very happy right now.
And this is officially a Gauntlet
You're really
champion.
good
He has
with it.
taken 3 of these challenges in a row. Scoots is very happy right now, and that does mean that we have our finalists set. So 2 members from Team Scoots, 1 from Team Pterodactyls, 1 from Team Mecha. That was just awesome. Those were really good players.
Very, very good. Lovely to cast. Really good play. And even though they were going for like 1 winner to move through, they were working as a well-oiled machine, which was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, great to see a lot of cooperation and teamwork there. Now, of course, this game is coming out very soon. Where can people find out more information, and when can they get their hands on the game?
Right, so if you want to find out more information about the game, you got to go on Facebook to Play Gauntlet or Twitter at Play Gauntlet. We've got loads of competitions, loads of sweepstakes, loads of ways you can keep up with the latest trailers and screenshots. The game is out on September the 23rd, so we're days away, literally. You can pre-order it now, and if you do, there are some nice exclusives, but the game's $20. And if you buy it as a 4-pack, you only pay for 3.
All right, well, there you are. So make sure you guys check it out. September 23rd, Gauntlet. It's going to be super fun, but for now, we have an interview with our winners of the challenge. So, Anna, take it away.
Guys, let's hear it for our Gauntlet champion, Chris. Chris, you won all 3 challenges as Questor the Elf. What was your strategy?
For the elf, I just utilize her strengths. I mean, she's good at rolling. That's her biggest strength. She can plant bombs and get in and out really quickly, and she can shoot the food. Like, she has a lot of strengths, and a lot of people underestimate her just because they think the Valkyrie and Warrior have a lot of strength and can get the most kills and everything. It's not all about the kills, though.
So have you been putting a lot of practice in on Gauntlet the last couple days to be prepared for this?
I'd say I've had a fair amount of gameplay. I try not to practice too much before this match, just so my opponents couldn't see how I was playing.
Ah, very strategic. And now you're going to that final round. Are you feeling confident that, you're a returning face? Are you feeling confident that today is your day?
We're hoping so. I mean, I want to get number 1.
And Scott, this is your player in the finals. How does that feel?
It feels great because I have 2. I have Amelia and now I have Chris again. Chris did play against Robin blue on blue finals of Tetris Day 1 and got 2nd place. So I'm feeling really confident with having 2 blue guys. Obviously, 3-peat champion of Gauntlet, exactly why I've drafted him every single day, and it's worked out perfectly for us.
And what this means is that you have these 2 players, you have 2 chances to win in the finals, and if you were to win in the finals, you get $5,000 for your charity. Can you briefly tell us about your charity?
Yeah, my charity is Gamers Outreach, and they do a variety of things, but the main thing they do is they collect money through donations, different kind of drives, and they build medical-grade console carts with either PlayStation or Xbox in them for hospitals. So for kids that literally can't get down to the break room at a hospital, because a lot of hospitals have these kind of areas for kids to play and get their mind off their real problems, right? This cart comes to the room. So the kid who can't get out of bed can get a couple hours of gameplay, get his mind off his cancer or whatever disease he might have. And they also do some stuff where they gather both consoles and used games, new games, and they send them overseas to troops that are embedded somewhere. Again, 2 very good causes to get very stressed people minds off of their life, right? So it's great stuff.
And Chris, you have the honor of fighting for that charity as well as your own prizes, a PS1 and a PS4, an Xbox One, not a PS1. You don't get one of those, sorry. PS4, Xbox One, all sorts of computer peripherals, and Nvidia Shield. You're looking pretty excited about that, are you?
Well, I've been in the finals a couple times before, so we want to get it done.
All right, well, let's do it. Guys, we will be back with more competition from the next level and identifying our Day 3 champion after this.